are shedding their pedagogue approach, are changing their teaching methods. As Thailand seeks to emulate, to copy, to emulate and do what someone else is doing. Emulate methods in Finland that focus on creating, get this, this is what got my attention, creating a happy atmosphere in schools. A happy atmosphere in schools. So in other words, maybe some people from Thailand education traveled around the world looking for a new teaching method for Thailand. And they went to Finland. That's one of the many countries. Oh my gosh, look at that. That's just what we need in Thailand. Look how happy the students are. They're all smiling. It's not like Thailand where everybody, no, it's all smiles. They're increasingly acting as coaches or facilitators for the students and not being strict and demanding as the Thai teachers have been in the past. That's what the article said. So what they're doing is making it a very happy place to be in Thai schools. They encourage questions. They encourage students to study at home. And they encourage students to ask questions and be happy in class. So I was just surprised when I saw it was Finland that had the thing that Thailand was looking for. Morning.
Good morning, teacher. I always late. Everyone, every day.
I am
always late.
I am always late. Really?
มาถ่ายทุกวันเว้ย
See what?
ชินแล้วมันไม่มีรถ
Students in the northern Thailand schools are becoming happier and more inquisitive. They ask questions. They are inquisitive as their teachers emerge from workshops with a less strict and intimidating, you better do your homework or boom, intimidating approach focused more on coaching than hitting students over the head with a stick. So it's interesting the changes that are coming about, but it's just struck me that it was from Finland. I would have thought there'd be several other places before Finland, but there they go. And I give credit to the Thai educational system that they found Finland and the answers to their questions.
Did they say in the article that they were going to change like a national policy or just the one group seminar?
Well, they say that up in the northern Thailand, they're getting rid of what they do and emulating education methods in Finland that focus on creating a happy atmosphere. So we'll see. We'll keep an eye on the protests in Hong Kong as well to see what happens there, but it doesn't look like it's coming to an end anytime soon. Hong Kong warns U.S. not to meddle. Meddle, not to get involved in something that is not your business. Do not meddle in my affairs. Please, leave me alone. I'll take care of it. I don't need you to meddle in my affairs.
Meddle is the lighter than interfere on the small little bit lighter.
It's about the same.
About the same.
Yeah, about the same. Meddle, interfere. So we'll get back to where we were in the class. Let me find it. Right. Okay. I think we did some of these words yesterday, but we'll finish off the lesson that we were working on yesterday. Okay? Feel safe, okay? Okay, these last few words from yesterday's lesson involve driving an automobile, driving a car. What you might, words that you might come up with when you are driving the vehicle. But they don't always just involve a vehicle. They can be used in many other different ways, but we're talking about the car today. Okay. Reverse. Verse, 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 verse. I didn't say worse. I did not say reverse. No. No. I said reverse. Verse. This is one of the hardest things that I've found over the years in Thailand is the V. V, reverse. Verse. There are many words, and I have a lesson coming up in a few days that's all V's. So we'll get the idea. But it's reverse. Drive. 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 It's like pin and pinch. Two different words. Always remember to finish the word. Drive. Just a little bit, but it's got to be there. Neutral. Neutral. Park. Break. What is break? What is that?
Stop.
Right, in a car, you would, if you were coming up to a stop sign, you would push the brake and the car would stop, which is right there, stop. The car would stop because I put on the brakes this morning. Brake. Neutral. What is neutral? Neutral. What does it mean, neutral?
Center.
Well, in a very, that's a one possible way. But neutral. I walk into Hong Kong, I'm at the airport. Somebody comes up to me, sir, welcome, are you from the United States? I guess I am. Oh, Are you aware of the protests that are going on now in Hong Kong? All the problems that we're having here? Yes, I am. Well, are you on the side of the protesters, or are you on the side of the Hong Kong government?
Middle.
I'm
Middle.
neutral.
Middle.
Neutral, in this sense, is I have no opinion for one or the other. I'm not pro-protesters and I'm not pro-government. I am neutral. In the middle, no definite side, just neutral, not involved. I am not meddling in Hong Kong affairs. I am neutral. And when you're in a car and driving,
เป็นกลาง
and you stop the car, and you put the gear in neutral, you are just, boom, sitting, not going forward, not back, nothing, just sitting. Neutral, in neutral. Then, when you want to move forward, you would take the gear, drive, boom, on you go. You went from braking and stopping to putting the car in neutral, just sitting, not this, not that, just neutral. Not pro-government, not pro-protesters, just neutral. Neutral. And then when you come to a stop, you can put the car in park and wait for your daughter to come from school and then go back to drive and forward. Park. What does it mean to park the car?
Stop the car. Stop the car.
If you stop the car at a red light or a stop sign, is that parking?
Parking.
Is that parking the car? You can stop the car at the red light, and then when the light goes green, forward. Is that parking the car or stopping the car? That's stopping the car. Parking the car implies that you take the car and put it someplace. In a parking lot. Parking lot? Where people put cars there and then go to the mall? Yeah, they park the car. They put the car someplace, in a safe place, on the street or in a lot, parking lot, and then went off. Park. You can also visit a park. Go out, the trees, the flowers. Where are you? Oh, I'm in the National Park of Thailand. It's beautiful. Trees, little hills, valleys. It's just wonderful. Green, green, green. I'm in the park. You can park the car. You can go to the park. So there are many, many different ways that words can be used. Neutral. Drive. Reverse. What is reverse?
Come back.
Go back.
Come back.
Well, right, you're sitting there and you look back and you want to back into a parking space. You put the car in reverse. Back, back, back. Instead of going forward, you're going backward. You are in reverse. Back. Drive forward, neutral, sit. Sitting, neutral. Park, place the car in a safe place where you go shopping or whatever. And brake is this system that you use to stop the car. Reverse, drive, neutral, park, and brake. Any questions about those words? Remember the B sound, reverse. B, this is something to practice. Everybody wants to say worse, worse, worse. We don't. No. B. Verse, verse, verse. Reverse.
Was.
Keep practicing, I beg you, keep practicing.
Was.
Be
ฟังรู้กลับแล้วแต่ก็ยังออกเสียงไม่ถูกเลยก็ยังไม่สนใจ
The exaggeration would be is to have the teeth, your teeth come out over the lip. Reverse. Reverse. And once you get better, you can say reverse. Just a little bit. But it's a difficult sound. Any other questions about these words? Everybody understands everything.
Yes.
Okay.
This word for driving.
Driving, yeah.
Yeah.
เรื่องเกี่ยวกับขับรถอะ
But as in every other thing with English, the words can have other meanings in some other way. Like park. You park the car, but visit the park. So we'll try some reading now, see how we do with the pronunciation. Okay, try this one. See how we do. The student was very, very glad to learn he was accepted by a university in America. But at the same time, he was sad to be leaving his friends and family. The student was very glad to learn he was accepted by a university in America, but at the same time, he was sad to be leaving his friends and family. Leaving his friends and family. Okay, go ahead.
The students, oh no, again. The student was very glad to learn he was accepted by a university in America, but at the same time, he was sad to be leaving his friends and family.
Right, very good. Good job. The student was very glad to learn he was accepted by a university in America, but at the same time, he was sad to be leaving his friends and family. Okay, sir.
The student was very glad to learn he was accepted by a university in America. But at the same time, he was sad to be leaving his friends and family.
Right, very good. But at the same time, he was sad to be leaving his friends and family. Oh, okay.
The student was very glad to learn he was accepted by a university in America, but at the same time, he was sad to be leaving his friends and family.
Right, very good. Good job. Sad to be leaving his friends and family. Okay.
The student was very glad to learn he was accepted by a university in America, but at the same time, he was sad to be leaving his friends and family.
Right, very good. University in America. But at the same time, he was sad to be leaving his friends and family. Okay.
The student was very glad to learn he was accepted by a university in America, but at the same time he was sad to be leaving his friends and family.
Very good. Good job. Very glad to learn he was accepted. Okay.
The student was very glad to learn he was accepted by a university in America, but at the same time, he was sad to be leaving his friends and family.
Very good. Good pronunciation. Very good. Good job. Okay.
The student was very proud to learn he was accepted by a university in America, but at the same time he was sad to be leaving his friends and family.
Very good. Wow. Okay. Go ahead, sir.
The student was very glad to learn he was accepted by a university in America, but at the same time he was sad to be leaving his friends and family.
Right. Very good. At the same time, he was sad to be leaving his friends and family. Okay.
The student went great class to learn his
Was accepted
accepted by a university in America, but at the same time he was sad to be learning his friends and families.
friends and family. Sad to be leaving. If it was learning, that would be an RN, but it's not. It's leaving, leaving, going away, leaving. I'm leaving, goodbye. So the student, the young student, let's say, just graduated from secondary school, from high school, just graduated, and he was extremely happy, or in other words, very glad. To learn, to find out, oh, he learned, when did you learn that? Oh, yesterday, I got a letter in the mail. To learn, he was accepted. The letter, you have been accepted at the University of Scranton in Pennsylvania, in America. Oh, wow. Ooh. Accepted by the University in America. But at the same time, as he was glad, at that same moment, at the same time he was very happy, he was a little bit sad. Why? He had to leave his friends and family and go away for the freshman year, the first year, the freshman year. Freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, right, okay. Freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. But he was going to be a freshman at the University of Scranton in Pennsylvania. He was a very happy student, but at that same moment in time, as he was happy, he was a little bit sad. He had to say goodbye for a time to his friends and family. Are there any questions about the words here?
I think maybe he homesick teacher.
Homesick?
Yes.
Well, I'm sure that the first day, when he was leaving, he was sad to be leaving his friends and family. But then when he got to the University of Scranton, wait a minute, nobody speaks Thai. Not one person. I mean, my English is good, but I like to talk Thai once in a while, and I can't find anybody to speak Thai. So even though he was happy to be accepted at the school, he felt a little bit homesick. He missed a little bit of Thailand. If he could, after class, maybe 4 o'clock, walk into a cafe in Scranton, and there were 3 Thai other students there, and they could sit and speak Thai for 45 minutes, and a cup of coffee, a little tea, then he wouldn't be so homesick. So it happens to a lot of people in different situations. You can be homesick and only be 100 miles away, or you can be homesick and be 10,000 miles away. But sometimes the international students they're in a totally English, local environment, let's say in Pennsylvania, and they do miss, not every day, every minute, but a little bit, oh, I wish, we could talk Thai for a few minutes, if I could find somebody that speaks Thai in this place, and there ain't nobody that I can see, but, that type of thing, and so you feel a little homesick. You miss your friends, your family, that you don't see for 9 or 10 months or whatever, so you can feel homesick. Any other questions? You get that? With homesick? Understand that? Any other questions about the words here?
First time you live in America, do you homesick? No.
I miss a lot of Thailand, my hometown.
No, believe me. See?
I need to be here.
Yikes. Yikes, scary in this place, I'll tell you. I'm homesick.
First time.
Right.
What's up?
Any other questions? Okay. We'll move along to the next thing.
ไม่ได้สับใหม่ๆที่ก็สับๆแบบมาก็ดีนะใส่ก็เอาหนังสือพิมพ์ของช่องทองออกมาสับที่เราไม่ได้ใช้อย่างคำว่า middle ไม่ต้องเลย center ไม่เคยใช้ middle เหมือนกันนะแค่แต่งที่อะไรพวกนี้สับยา
ต้องซิกแล้ว
แบ่งร่าง
เซเว่นนะ
ห้องไหนห้องนึงไม่ต้องแบบเป็นห้องไหนห้องนั้นแหละเป็นใจแบ่งมาก็เสียค่าเราไม่มีค่าเราไม่มีใครจ่ายเมื่อไงคะหนูเรียนห้องไหนไปทำไม
กดตัวมันไม่ขึ้นเนี่ย
บ่อย
มันไม่ขึ้นบางทีมันขึ้น
ที่ใช้ไทยใช้ไฟฟ้านี่ทุกอย่างไฟฟ้า
ที่เชื่อ
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
ที่หลวงพ่อเป็นไฟฟ้าแค่ไฟฟ้าเป็นใช่ FAST
ภาพที่มัน
ลองมาบดได้
เหมือนกับเรียนมาไม่เก่งนั่งเฉยแล้วก็จะมีตัวแล้วก็มาโวแคบเลอรี่ก็ดีเหมือนกันกับย้อน
แรงในบางทีมันก็ได้